read an email that Trustee Banducci left here, and the email asked a number of questions, and some of them are just yes or no answers, I think. So feel free, if you think they're a yes or no answer, to just answer them briefly. Should people on campus be allowed to choose their bathroom, as in male and female rooms? Number 2, should biological men be allowed to play on women's sports teams? 3, should any Antifa events be allowed on campus or supported in the community? Do you think CRT should be taught on campus?
Yes, no, no, yes.
Yes.
No, I think folks our age get way more tuned up about issues of gender identity than the students do. And so I don't make a big deal about that, and folks will figure it out. I don't support or I'm not opposed or in favor of issues of gender identity. Antifa, I would prefer nobody protests on campus. Because typically protesting on campus, especially groups like Antifa and other more, I'll say, militant kind of groups, they don't leave the place in good shape. And so when they come in and protest, regardless of who they are, I just would prefer they not. Find someplace else to protest. I support and defend your right to protest. Just do it somewhere else. Go to University of Iowa.
In closing, do you think this, number 4 of what you just said, do you think CRT should be taught, and I'll say infused into courses on campus? CRT, do you think CRT should be taught or infused into course material on campus?
So CRT is a very nuanced theory that I doubt that anybody complaining about it can actually identify what it is. And as I've said earlier, about the, did you know about the redlining and the massive resistance? Is that critical race theory? If I said I want you to learn about that, is that critical race theory?
No, I'd say more CRT is viewing everything in the view of race and how it's factored in.
Right. So the challenge is some people would view teaching the rest of history as CRT. So CRT is really loosely defined. It was actually a legal argument that was made as a way of doing statistical analysis to try to define if there was systemic racism or not. So it's not really something you teach. It's a tool used by lawyers to sue you if the numbers don't match. So I don't know that anybody really is teaching CRT, as I understand it. And for North Idaho College, which really teaches intro level courses, 100 and 200 level courses, I don't think that it is something that would even come up. I can't see an appropriate position for it to come up. Teaching history of race, absolutely. Teaching critical race theory, I don't know. I don't know what your definition of critical race theory is.
And then, if I may, it would be one of many theories presented, I would imagine.
Yeah, right. I mean, I think people do better knowing more, right? So if I teach you, here's a theory that some people believe, and here's a theory that some people believe, and here's another theory that some people believe, and I'm not proselytizing any of them. I'm telling you that these are theories that are out there that you will experience in your life. I think students walk away from that understanding what they're going to be faced with in the future and better able to deal with that. And I think that's okay. But proselytizing any one of those theories, particularly for gen ed, like the 100 and 200 level courses, probably not appropriate.